Hey guys, today we're going to learn how to do a ballet bun. This guy up here is not a ballet bun. If you show up to class like this or show up on stage like this, your hair is going to fall out and you're going to look so crazy. So the first thing we're going to go over is a few things that you're going to
So you're going to want a comb, a hairbrush, some bobby pins. Bobby pins are the ones that have the little zigzag on one side and they're flat on the other. A few hair ties. And then to get your bun to stay where you want it, you're going to want some hair gel and some hairspray. If you don't have that at home right now, that's okay. You can just go ahead and use some water. That'll definitely get you through your at-home ballet bun. And then if you can, definitely want to get some hair pins, which are a little bit different than a bobby pin. If you know, if you notice, the hairpin is like a little zigzag on both sides, and the bobby pin is flat on one side and zigzaggy on the other. If you don't have hairpins though at home right now, that is okay. You can make do with your bobby pins. Just might be a little bit trickier. Then you're going to want a hairnet, preferably in the same color as your hair. This was a little bit off from mine, but it's all I could get my hands on. And then if you want to add something fun, like a barrette or a fun scrunchie, you can go ahead and do that.
All right guys, so step one is we're going to brush out our hair. You want to make sure you get all of those knots. If you have really thick hair or a really sensitive scalp, you can go ahead and use some detangler spray. You also, if you have freshly washed hair, I would recommend putting either some texturizing spray or little spritz of hairspray or a little bit of gel into your hair. All right, from there we're going to go ahead and pull our hair back. I usually like to kind of do it with my hairbrush first and gather my hair. And then I'm going to go ahead and take a comb to just kind of smooth it out. All right, so once you get that hair where you want it in that nice high ponytail, we're going to go ahead and start pinning it. This is where you're going to want to use those hair pins that are round on the top and have the zigzags on each side. It's going to just be a little bit easier than using a bobby pin. It's going to hold a lot better and you'll use less. So I'm going to go ahead and turn away from you while we do this part. And so if you have really thick hair or you have a lot of hair, kind of like I do, you're probably going to want to separate your hair into two sections. If you have thinner hair, you can go ahead at this point and just twist, and it doesn't matter in what direction, just twist your hair around. All right. But like I said before, I'm going to use two. So I'm going to take this one section, I'm going to twist it, and again, it doesn't matter which direction I twist. And all I'm going to do is start pinning it around my head. And the idea is that it stays nice and flat. Not going to get very far with one hairpin, so I'm going to grab a few more. And you want it nice and secure, so if you were to shake your head around, it's not going to move. So ideally, your ballet bun should be so strong and ready to go that you don't have to adjust your hair at all during class or during your performance. All right, so then I'm going to go ahead and twist this guy. Now I have layers in my hair, as I'm sure many of you do as well, so that definitely makes creating the perfect ballet bun a little bit trickier, but I'm going to go ahead in a quick second and show you a little trick to get around that, because right now my bun's looking a little funky, but we can fix that. All right, so I've got it all mostly pinned. And then we've got some of these like little funky guys going on over here. So you definitely want to get that to your head. All right. One more pin. There we go. All right, so if you rolled up to class like this or on stage, it's probably, you're not going to look too sharp. So this is where that hairnet is going to come in handy. It's gonna get rid of all of those crazy little flyaways I've got going on. So you're gonna take your hairnet and you're going to make sure that you open it all the way. I've seen dancers before not fully open it and just kind of like put it on top of their bun like a little bun hat and just kind of put a few bobby pins and call it a day. A+ for effort, for sure. But you want to open it all the way, as big as it'll go. And you're going to wrap one side around, and then you're going to twist it. And you're just going to cover it as many times as you can. For me, that's usually 3. If you have thinner hair or not as much hair, you might just have a few. And this is where you're going to go ahead and take that bobby pin. And if you can notice, this is why it's really important for your hairnet to be the same color as your hair. A little bit of a trickier thing for a redhead, but it's out there. But if you can notice my hairnet right now. So, for example, if you're like a blonde and you use a brunette hairnet, it's going to look really funny. And vice versa, if you're a brunette and you use a blonde hairnet, you're going to look a little goofy too. So yeah, there we go. This guy's not going anywhere. I could turn, I could flip, I could do some jumps, I could do anything I want. I don't love this little doodad that's popping up out of the top, so I'm going to try and manage that with a few more bobby pins. Yeah, there we go. That's much better. And I can tell in the back that there's a couple little funky guys. So that's what you're going to use your bobby pins and your hairpins for. You're just going to kind of sneak attack all of those little guys into wherever they need to go. There we go. Good. So I am ready for a long day of class, a long day of rehearsal. But I'm probably going to sweat a whole lot while I'm doing that. So that's where the hairspray is going to come in. I use a lot. And you're going to definitely block your eyes as you spray. And just pull it all the way back. Oh, didn't take my own advice. Yeah. Good. And then if you're like me, again, if you've got some pesky layers going on, I definitely would spray those in the back. But then you can always sneak a few bobby pins back there as well. And it should stay. All right, and there you have it, a ballet bun that will take you all the way through class and performance. One last thing, if you want to kind of spice it up a little bit, you can always take a pretty hair clip and stick it in there. Scrunchies are back in. I'm so glad. This 90s baby is loving it. And you can just pop a little scrunchie in there if you want to. I'm a bit of a plain Jane and I prefer the classic ballet bun. But it's kind of up to you. You can let your personality shine a little bit with a little accessory. All right, I would love to see your ballet bun, so feel free to send them to mwray@bgcwestfield.org. And I'd love to share them on our dance Facebook page and see what you guys come up with. All right, happy dancing, guys.